About 70% of jet fuel and kerosene imports to Africa flow via the Strait of Hormuz. Now, since the US-Israeli war on Iran began, shipping of fuel from refineries in the Middle East through that strait has almost entirely stopped. Now, for consumers buying air tickets, that means higher fuel surcharges. Airlines are also struggling to manage volatile costs as fuel gets more scarce. The higher prices have affected Europe and Asia as well, but African carriers may feel those increases even more. Jet fuel across the continent typically accounts for anywhere between 30 and 45% of operating costs. Now that's compared to a global average of 20 to 25%. And Africa has limited refining capacity. In South Africa, only 2 crude oil refineries are operating. Some airlines based here in South Africa have raised their ticket prices by introducing a temporary fuel surcharge. Others say they have enough fuel for perhaps a month or two and are taking a wait-and-see approach.
What our airlines do, generally speaking, from a strategy point of view, is really to try and absorb the cost as much as they can before they can even think about passing them to consumers. The point where you see the ticket prices going high, surcharges being introduced by airlines, is really to try and maintain sustainability of the industry so that you don't end up having to bear all the costs as airlines.
Meanwhile, motorists here are bracing for a significant increase in petrol and diesel prices, and that's from April. It could be one of the steepest monthly hikes in recent years. Now, early estimates suggest petrol could increase by anywhere between 18 and 30 US cents per litre. And a weaker local currency, the rand, is not making things any easier. Projected prices for petrol could reach the equivalent of about $1.50. But South Africa's government says there's no immediate threat to supply and that South Africa has sufficient strategic fuel reserves in place. They don't want people to panic buy, saying that could create unnecessary shortages. Fahmida, Al Jazeera, Johannesburg, South Africa.